have this amazing tool that was set up at the Shift, supervised by Zeynep Karaman, and it aggregates a ton of energy and climate data in a very accessible and free way, and it's therefore very, very easy to visualize any sort of data that you'd be looking for in terms of energy and climate. So, thank you. To put things in context, I wanted to show you a couple of graphs that you can find on the portal, which is data-portal.org. Primary energy consumption in the UK. So you see the evolution from 1980 up until 2013, as well as the breakdown in 2013. You can see that gas and oil are the main resources being used in primary consumption. This is not electricity, not just electricity. With coal, it's 16% in 2013. Your renewables represent quite a small portion with just a few percentage points, and nuclear is at 8%. And you can also see that the overall consumption has gone down over the past 10 years. I'll show you the same thing for Sweden. So the portal shows us that nuclear power is the main source of energy with 41% in 2013. It's followed by oil at 38%. Since the 80s, the oil percentage has reduced and has been going down slowly but steadily. And you can also see that there's been no more coal since 1995. Renewables and hydro represent 16% in 2013. Now, France. Nuclear is the main source of energy with 42%, and the percentage has gone up considerably since the early 80s. The oil is the second source at 36%. There's been no more coal for the past 10 years. And renewables and hydro represent a very minor portion with less than 5%. Now, if you look at primary energy consumption per capita, if you look at those three lines which represent the three countries, this is measured in million-ton oil equivalent per million people. For primary energy consumption, you can see that Sweden is at 0.4. It's higher than France, with the UK at 0.3 million tons of oil equivalent. Now, if you look at the next graph, you'll see that the UK line is actually above France and Sweden. This is the CO2 emissions from energy consumption per capita for the three countries. So it's just interesting to compare the numbers per capita. And finally, if you look at the top CO2 emitters in Europe, in metric ton CO2 equivalent in 2010, we can see how emissions are broken down by sectors for all of these countries, with Germany at the very top with 18%, followed by the UK at 12%. France is 4th with 9%, and Sweden is 17th with 1.2%. So these were just a few numbers and visual aids to put things in context, and I will let Dustin take the stage and give you an overview of the energy transition in the UK.